Hello and welcome to Think Tank Thursday with TrainerTainment. I'm so excited to have you here as a guest. My name is Denise Killian with TrainerTainment, and let me tell you, we have a fabulous guest today for our Think Tank Thursday. You guys know her, you love her. It's our own Beth Standlee. So I'm so excited to talk to her in just a moment, but first, we want to take a time to thank our sponsors. We couldn't do what we do each and every week here at Think Tank Thursday without them and what they do for us. So thank you to our 2024 sponsors. TrainerTainment likes to take a break from doing and spending some time thinking on Thursdays. Today, as I mentioned, is Beth Standlee. And for those of you who don't know, not only is she the founder of TrainerTainment, she is also the newly elected president for AAMA. So we're very excited to talk to her about AAMA, what benefits FEC members can get from being part of AAMA, and the work she plans to do as president of the organization for the next 2 years. So let's get started and let's bring Beth on. Well, hello, Madam President. Welcome, Beth Standlee, to Think Tank Thursday. How are you doing?
Well, I'm doing great, and I don't know that I'm ever going to tire of that, Madam President. I'm pretty excited about all of that, to be honest. So, how are you?
So I'm wonderful and excited to share this news with everyone. It was announced in September, late September, that you were, in fact, the new president of AAMA. So, first, a lot of FECs aren't members of AAMA. So, first, tell us, what is AAMA and what do they do?
Well, listen, we have constituents at AAMA. The organization started because the manufacturers 43 years ago understood that they needed to create an association to protect intellectual property. I don't know if we called it that 43 years ago or not, but and that we would have integrity in the way we were making games and selling games and. So the manufacturers had a lot of vision, a lot of wisdom, and that's why it's called the American Machine Association. And certainly we have uh, bigger, broader reach today. We have international members as well. And we have constituents that represent the suppliers, and so that would mean the embeds and the Semnoxes and the other products, Redemption Pluses, Coast to Coast, products that are not video games, but that are supplied, if you will, into this wonderful big world of amusement. We have distributors, which are the Betsons and the Schaefers and the AVSs and the Player Ones of the world that go help the buyer understand what games fit well in their particular space. So manufacturers, suppliers, distributors, allied members, that's what we are. We're an allied member. We provide professional services into this space. And then FECs and or locations are kind of, in my mind, at the top of the pyramid because we all sell to the Family Entertainment Center constituent who, quite frankly, make the world a great place to play, which is certainly what we believe we're at the work of, is making the world more fun and doing that every day. And so it's an exciting group of constituents to serve. And listen, we could use more members in every single field. And the our membership doesn't accurately represent the number of people that we represent because, Dave and Buster's the main event group. They're members and they have hundreds of locations. And so we just call that one member. And so we represent, I don't know how many businesses. I'm going to be able to put my finger on that. and then all of those team members that work for those places. So it's quite a wonderful community. It's intimate, small enough that we can rub elbows with one another, and big enough to make a big, big difference, in my opinion. And I'm
That's
excited. I'm excited to be a part of this great group. Yeah.
that's wonderful. Now, for people that are familiar with AAMA, but maybe they, own an FEC and think, oh, that organization isn't really for me.
Oh,
What value is there for being an FEC owner who becomes a member of AAMA?
yeah. Well, one of the most exciting things that's going on right this minute is we are taking applications for FEC of the Year. And listen, we at TrainerTainment have many beautiful family entertainment centers that need to apply to be FEC of the Year. That's a prestigious award that you're going to be able to have bragging rights to. We have a wonderful credit card program that's saving literally tens of thousands of dollars on credit card purchases. Delta Airlines is a member benefit. You get attendance to um, Amusement Expo in March as a member benefit. The gala that we just did, which is fabulous. We have 3 full days of dinners and drinks and networking, all the things that, well, quite frankly, those of us in the fun business thrive on. I would tell you, Denise, that the networking is one of the strongest key benefits that I don't even know how to value from a monetary point of view. But the things I've learned and the things that I've been able to contribute and to get back from, that stuff's immeasurable. And then finally, I know this one's that you're very excited to become a part of. We do advocacy work in DC, and I had not had exposure to that until a year ago in October, and I went in October, and I went this past June, and oh my goodness, we literally go to the Senate and the House, not the floor. Man, that'd be fun. I wonder if I can make that happen. Anyway, we go speak to committees, we go speak to um, the staff of senators and House representatives, usually from the states that we come from, and we let them know what things are important to us and to our constituents. And you are a political junkie. I just love that, and spent all those years in journalism, and I know that the minute the committee signups come out, we're sending you straight on to Washington. But that's cool work. That's something I had never done before, and I don't know if we make a difference. I do know that we go to Washington and we tell real stories about real people who have real jobs. Denise, Senator Dick Durbin from Illinois, of course, we get to visit with his group because so many of the manufacturers are in Chicago. And so he is so focused and continues to bring bills for first-time employees, unemployed jobs. He brings those bills; they're bipartisan bills to the floor, and it helps us because it's not been passed yet. But there's a first-time jobs bill that helps young people between, I think, 18 and 25. I'm probably not getting my facts straight. But that the business owner is going to get some funds to go put these folks to work so that they don't fall through the cracks. And I just got to tell you, I don't think we all know that that kind of work is being done and that we could take advantage of that and that we could make a difference in our, in our jobs, in our businesses, and what we do. So anyway, those are some of the few benefits that are available. One of my biggest initiatives as president is to introduce and make another 5 or more strong benefits available that will be important to all constituents, whether that is that we go get, gosh, a trucking company that will give us a more fair rate on shipping, or who knows, Staples, if you're listening, or Home Depot, or Office Max, some of those things that we all use in our day-to-day businesses, and that we could have a benefit so that we could save a little bit of money. Because when we save a little money, we can make more money and hopefully spread that around to those folks that we're working with. So anyway, I have big dreams, wide-eyed, starry dreams. I'm only 2 weeks in, so everything seems possible today. We'll be doing strategic planning, and I'm hoping to surround myself with smart people that'll push back and have even many better ideas than I have. But listen, I'm a doer, and I plan to do a bunch in the next couple of years. So that's
So, Beth, one of the things that I think is really interesting about AAMA is, really there's so many feeders into what we do in the FEC world.
yeah.
And that relationship
Oh,
is really, really important.
it is.
So I know that, you're big on connecting and building relationships, either between the seller and the customers and the FECs, the teams that are in the FECs. And, those relationships are important. But speak a little bit about that importance of the relationship between the AAMA and the FECs.
Well, I don't know. I don't know that the FEC constituent knows all that's available to them, that they can get next to um, Scott Schaefer, for instance, at Schaefer Distributing. We just came from uh, the gala where legends like Gary Stern of Stern Pinball, by the way, and Nolan Bushnell. Oh my God, Nolan Bushnell, who made Atari and created Chuck E. Cheese, and Eugene Jarvis of Raw Thrills. Like those gentlemen, the way I think about it is we all have this place to thrive because these men many moons ago said, I think somebody might like to play Pong. I mean, it was crazy. I fangirled Denise so bad over Nolan Bushnell, and I think he was like, okay, whatever. He was so cool. And I walked away from him, and then I remembered I had to run, and I did this. I ran back to tell him that the first car that my husband and I ever bought as a married couple in 1981 was a Subaru because we got an Atari. Like we made the decision about buying the car because we got an Atari. Now, I think I was far more impressed with the story than Nolan Bushnell might have been. But, I got to tell Nolan Bushnell the story. And I just don't know. I just don't know when you have the chance to be next to the powers that be. But you get that at AAMA. It's small enough that it's intimate, big enough to make a big difference. And people are so giving and they're so willing to share. And you know what? We truly do all put our pants on one leg at a time. And I just think that for me, I, I I didn't feel like I fit at AAMA. There's a it's very male, rich, and dominated. And I can remember in 2016 or 17, having the opportunity to speak, and I might have been speaking for laser tag and not even for the AEI show. And I just felt like, how do I fit? And we're an allied member, right? We're not even the FEC constituent. And I couldn't quite feel how I fit. Well, roll forward to 2020. And of all the tough, miserable things that came out of 2020, AAMA was one of the very best. And what happened is, our team, we we didn't know what to do, right? Almost all of our clients went on pause. We were all just trying to figure it out. In my naivete, I thought, oh, this will be 8 or 10 weeks and then everything will go back to normal. Oh, wow, that did not happen. And we established this Wednesday afternoon peer talk where people came together, and it just got bigger and bigger and bigger. And it was wonderful because the folks that opened up in Georgia and in Texas in Florida could lay the foundation for those that were opening up later about the things that they would face. And here's what happened. Pete Gustafson, the executive director of AAMA, got wind of what we were doing very, very early. And he began to attend the peer talk because we were all talking to each other. Number one, we had time to talk to each other. We had a big problem, an unprecedented challenge that none of us, I mean, like we had that total common ground of, oh my, and we listened to each other and we just worked together. We just did what could be done. Sorry. And Pete and I, we got to be fast friends. And so I then learned more about AAMA and got involved. And listen, I can tell you, whether it's AAMA or BPAA or AMOA or IAPA, RSA, get involved. I'm telling you, the growth for you and the help you can provide an association, which in turn helps our industry, which helps us all, is staggering. And so I began to serve on the education committee. That's kind of my sweet spot. We're an education company, obviously. And from there got elected to the board. And I'm not a quiet soul, and I'm naive, and I didn't have all the background, history and baggage of any group, right? And I just try to work hard, and as a result, threw my name into the hat for the presidency, and wound up finding myself here in this seat. And I couldn't be happier about it. So I think it took a pandemic, which is weird, but there you are.
There you are. Now, one of the things that I kind of want to point out, because it's something that is very close to your heart and very close to my heart, and that is supporting women entrepreneurs, women
Yes.
business owners, women
Yes.
leaders,
Yeah.
supporting women and helping them get a seat at the table.
Yes. Yeah.
So what the power of you being the new president,
Yeah.
what is your wish and hope to all of those powerful, intelligent, strong women out there who are listening to this?
Well, listen, get involved. Get involved. I will give you a seat at the table. Come and talk to me about it. We have currently Holly Hampton's been the past president from FATEC. I'm only the second president that's female in 43 years. I don't think that that's been intentional. I just think that that's who's been a part of the association. And what we need to know, and what these guys want to know, and they welcome us, I believe, with open arms. And we've got some strong, wonderful women participating, but there are many more that can contribute, and that we need that perspective as well. So Holly and I are both on the board, and Brittany Betty and Paula Rinker, Brittany Betty from Betson and Paula Rinker from Coast to Coast. And there's 4 of us, and there's 17 folks on the board. And what I know is there are many women entrepreneurs out there that own the businesses or sit at the top at the CEO or sit in the C-suite level. And we need you. We need your bright mind. We need you on committees. We need you on the board. Um, it will make a difference. And I intend to uh, fight for you. And I'm not excluding brilliant young men as well. Come on, it's a big tent, and all of us should be in it. But Denise, you're right. Uh, I am completely motivated to help be a voice and to help mentor and to help lift anyone, uh, but in particular women. So yeah, I am.
So Beth,
I
it's a
am.
2-year term. You've
Yeah.
got 2 years.
Yeah.
Now, this is a question that we talk a lot about when we are helping people set goals.
Yeah.
And the question is, you've got these great goals, but how will we know when we've completed these goals? How will you know when you're successful? What will that look like?
Well, we will, and I'll just lay down the gauntlet. We will have doubled membership, and we will have increased real tangible uh, benefits, AAMA member benefits. I could only wish to have something as wildly successful as the BPA Smart Buy program. And I know that that's not a thing I can pull off in 2 years or 20 years. You know, unless I borrow Amy or Curie or something. But we will have five brand new member benefits that benefit the entire constituent. Um, so those are the two biggies for me. We will do a whole lot of other work. You know, in conjunction with AMOA, we put on the Amusement Expo show in March, and so I'll have my finger in two of those, and we will put on two galas, and help provide education. I look, my hope is we provide a more robust webinar series, even if it's once a quarter. Um, and we have an FEC connection committee, and I think that there are some networkable opportunities for us in markets that some of our board members live in. And anyway, lot to do, and I'm not the only one making the decisions. Like I say, we'll have a strategic planning session very soon, and the executive committee will set the strategy in place, and we will have a strategy that is 6 years out, 3 years out, 1 year, and 90 days. We don't run our business any different than that. We don't coach other businesses any different than that. I don't intend to be the president of an organization that's not doing it that way. So
Outstanding. Well, I know I can speak for everybody who is watching this. We are so thrilled and congratulations again, Madam President.
yeah.
It's so much fun to say. I love to say it, but more importantly, I love how every single time your reaction is so genuinely thrilled.
It's fun. It's all I can do not to put my tiara on, but I know it's a presidency, not a queen. And I will give a shout out to Sarah Paz from Embed. She did send me a magnificent, like I have a tiara, but she sent me like a crown.
Yes. Yes.
So
It's fantastic.
I just wear those in private at home and take selfies when I'm just I'll try not to be ridiculous in the role. But
Excellent.
no promises. The same week that I did win or accept the nomination for presidency, I on the first night won a chicken dance off. So, a little levity here.
It's balance. We call that balance. Perfect. Perfect. I love it. I love it. So, Beth, it is time for our TrainerTainment Think Tank question.
Okay.
All right. You are always about growing other people and helping them grow. What do you do to grow yourself?
So, a few things. I been on a great workout regimen since the middle of March, and I'm much stronger. My resting heart rate's lower, blood pressure's fab, great lab work, blood work stuff, and I'm building some muscle. I've lost 40 pounds. So that's been like, healthy wise, I think when your physical health is better, your mental health, your intellectual health, all of that has space to grow. I'm an avid listener of books. I do read some. I don't see good enough to be comfortable to read a lot. I think on the computer and stuff, I get that. And I read articles and things like that, but have read recently the Algebra of Wealth, the Energy Code. That's kind of woo-woo, but cool. I'm listening to the Divine Comedy. I don't always do a lot of like fun reading, but have done some of that in more recent times. And every morning I play a few word games and get my day and my brain started. So how's that?
I love that. And it's the taking care of you. So often as leaders, but also as women, we tend to give to others and give to others and give to others,
Yeah.
and just kind of put ourselves to the side.
Yes.
And it's important to take care of yourself as well. So I love that.
Yeah.
And I can attest Beth is a voracious user of Audible, in the sense that every single time I have ever gotten into her car, ever,
Something's playing.
something is playing, and she's like, "Oh, wait, I don't want to lose my place," and quickly stops the Audible so that she doesn't
Well,
lose
yeah,
her place.
yeah. If I have a chance to visit, I'll take visiting and talking with another human over reading a book, or listening to a book, always.
So, but no, that's a wonderful, wonderful thing. Beth,
Yeah.
how can people learn more about AAMA? Where can they do that?
So coin-op.org. So coin-op.org. The application to apply for FEC of the World is out there. I believe the information to join committees will be there very soon. Membership, you can sign straight up for membership. You can see who's on the board and reach out directly to people on the board for information. And you can always call me or email me. I'm Beth@TrainerTainment.net.
Perfect. All right. Well, Beth, as always, it's fabulous talking to you. Thank you for being on Think Tank Thursday, which of course is your brainchild. So it's kind of fun to be the person interviewing you.
Yeah,
And
I
this
love
whole
it.
thing was your brainchild originally. So
I had the
thank
easy
you.
job. Yeah, I had the easy job. You have the hard job now. I love it.
So thank you, Beth. Thank you for your time. Make sure to go check out AAMA, and we'll talk very soon. Thank you, Beth.
Thank you. We'll see you. Thanks, Denise.
Well, it is always a pleasure to talk with Beth Standlee, and I love that she is so excited about this new opportunity as president of AAMA. And if I know anything, I know that she is going to make a big impact both with the organization and for all of the FECs out there. So thank you to Beth, but also thank you to our sponsors for 2024. We couldn't bring you Think Tank Thursday each and every week if it weren't for them. So thank you, and we appreciate you very much. We appreciate you for watching. If you have an idea for Think Tank Thursday, or if you would like to be a guest, just let us know. You can reach out to us at Denise@TrainerTainment.net. I'd love to chat with you and your thoughts and ideas, and maybe even be a guest for Think Tank Thursday. Thanks for tuning in this week, and remember that the journey to success is all about growth. Here at TrainerTainment, we are committed to helping you and your company thrive. Just visit TrainerTainment.net to learn about how we can support you in your growth journey for yourself, for your business, for your team. And until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep striving for excellence. We'll see you next week.